Give us this day our daily bread. It's money making Monday, guys. I pray that this week be a good week for all of us traders. As of me, I took a trade during New York close, although it's a lost trade. I'm going to show you what I was looking at and what made me pick that trade, or rather place another on that trade. So let's get to the chart. Let me show you about it. So I took my trade here, hoping that price will move up to the upside. So what happened is that price took me out when the bestie did not take out this low. See, this potentially price did not take it, and boom, direct to my TP. But this was Asian section, and basically I don't trade Asian section. So this was what happened on Monday. So guys, I'm in this trade right now. I waited for price to take out this low and pull back, so I entered this trade. So it's currently moving to my direction. Let me show you in my MT5. I'm currently making around $64 now. Making around $64. So in this trade, I'm risking, it's a 2-position trade. The first one I'm risking around 58, and this other one I'm risking around 44. Both of them will give me around 1% of their account. So let's see how it goes. Cheers and God bless. Hi guys, I want to show you a trade I took. You see, it's good for you to understand your pair, your strategy, and how it works in some certain market conditions. I took a trade today, and I wanted to see what later happened in that trade, how I was able to leave that trade, and later the trade went directly to my entry. Look at this, guys. Price was moving directly to my direction. Look at, price did not even come. Price was close to my TP, you get. But when I check the market, I noticed that there is some weak rejection. That's why I always preach that as a trader, understand your market. You see, when price are rejecting, before this candle close, I hop out of the market. I left this trade and boom, straight to my entry, and it's showing some weak rejection now. So I'll be looking for some re-entry at this zone, or I'll wait for this liquidity building up at the top of this resistance. So if price will take it up, then and give me my sell signal for me to join the market. I'm bearish on GBP USD. I'm still bearish. Nothing has changed so far. So it depending on the market condition and what I'm looking at. I'll keep you guys updated on this. Cheers and God bless. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are watching from. Trade update. Let me show you the trade I took yesterday. How price took me out on break even and start moving down to my direction. Let me show you in the chart right away. So guys, this is the trade. Remember this trade, I took it and it started moving to my direction, and this trade gave me over 1:1 yesterday. This trade gave me over 1:1 here. Yeah, this over 1:1 risk to reward in profits. But what happened? Price came all the way to my entry. Although when price was giving what I put my stop loss to break even. So this candlestick during Asian Open, this candlestick took me out on break even, and now look at what price is currently doing. So that's the update on this trade. I made about $50 on this particular trade. So cheers and God bless. And meanwhile, I don't trade London section, but if I see a good
opportunity here. I might take this trade. Cheers and God bless.
Welcome back, guys. This week have been a very difficult week to trade in the market. I don't know about you, but according to my strategy and the way I trade, I did not get so much opportunity this week, and there is nothing bad in that. It's just that market condition change. Okay, last week I made over 4% of my accounts, and this week I made 1%, and overall account now is sitting at 5%. So in this account I need only 3% for me to pass this phase 1, and this week a lot of lessons have been learned. I managed my emotion properly. I did not overtrade. Normally my weekly target is 2%. When I make 2% in the week, I call it a day, I call it off. So this week I made 1%, and it's not bad. Last week I made over 4%. So the lesson I've learned this week is that you cannot always win the same percentage. You cannot always have the same ROI every week, every month. So it is what it is. I have accepted it, and I know that this is a business, this is a journey. Another thing I learned this week is you can guess the direction of the market, right? The trend and everything, right? But you cannot predict the movement. The movement is what differs in this financial industry. I remember on Tuesday I took a trade. It was moving directly. My prediction was right, but the movement was so slow that at the end of the day it hits me as B and still went to my direction. You see, I've learned to adjust now. So moving forward, I want to add this now into my trading arsenal. Get to make sure that I focus on my setup properly. I focus on my risk to reward. I do not touch my trade. The market will not always move the way I want. So that's a big lesson. It should not always move the way I want. But if I can get the direction and if I can manage risk, it is all fine. This week was actually a good week for me. Another lesson I learned this week is not to overtrade. Imagine you are in a trade, in a position whereby you can add more loss because you want to make 2% this week. So it might prepare you to start overtrading and start over-risking on the account. But I have to manage my emotion. I know that this is a long-term game. So I made 1%. It's still okay. I left the market and I call it a week for me. So moving forward next week, I hope that the market is going to give me 3%. So you can join my free Telegram group. The description will be in this video where I post my trade setups, and the link to my first video, the episode 1 of this challenge too, is going to be there. Don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. See you in the next one, and thanks for watching. Peace, signing out.